mom said there are 3 things I should always remember.
Fluency is the ability to read with appropriate speed, accuracy, phrasing, and expression. Good readers read at the same speed at which they speak. They correctly identify and pronounce the words they read. Good readers chunk words into meaningful phrases and use intonation and expression when they read out loud. Fluent reading is necessary for comprehension. Guided, repeated, oral reading helps improve fluency. You'll see a learner and a tutor practice this strategy in 5 different ways: reading to the tutor, duet reading, echo reading, cross-generational reading, recorded reading. You'll now watch a learner and a tutor comparing 3 guided, repeated oral reading strategies. Reading to the tutor, in which the tutor provides help to identify problem words and engages the learner in discussion. Duet reading, in which the tutor and learner read a text together out loud. And echo reading, in which the tutor models reading a passage and the learner repeats the passage. They discuss each strategy's specific purpose and evaluate which is the most effective for the learner's goal of increasing her fluency so she can read to her granddaughter.
Really, we're doing them all. You wouldn't normally try the different ones in the same book, but it's just to try and find which one works best for you. And different ones might work for different types of reading. So for instance, you're saying at church, echo, or not, the duet reading chorus with other people kind of distracts you.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe doing it with me on a harder text might be helpful.
Yes.
This text is more at your easy level, and so you can do it on your own. So different levels of difficulty might require different techniques, but they all probably work to some degree.
Okay.
Okay. So in any of the cases of these different techniques and strategies that we're using, the point when we start out is not to worry about whether we understand what we're reading the first time through.
Okay.
It's more to focus on how smoothly we're reading, the speed, and the expression, and getting the words right.
Okay.
And then the more you do that, you automatically start to understand what you're reading because the fluency is helping you with your comprehension. Okay? It's great that we can tell the difference right away when you've practiced these techniques, these 3 different ways. So the 3 different ways that we've done is you reading to me, and you said that that's the one you prefer so far. And then the second way was duet with us reading together, and you mentioned that that's kind of chaotic when you try to do that in church. Overpowers your ability to think about what you're reading, I guess. And then the last one was the echo, where you said it was a little redundant, but where we're repeating each other. Okay, but they actually all have different purposes. They're all to help with fluency, but some work better on different things than others. Okay, so the 3 things that we're working on are accuracy, speed, and phrasing and expression. And I know you noticed a difference on each of those ones that worked, but they work better for one thing than another. So the first one, when you were reading to me, the real goal on that one and the thing it works best for is accuracy. So you're gonna go for no mistakes, and that's the purpose. So depending on what you're trying to learn to read, that might be the best technique. Okay, the duet one, where we were reading it together, doing it in a quiet place instead of 100 people at a church, might be better with us just doing it in a quiet room where we can really focus on what we're working on. That one is best to increase your speed. And then the third one, where we repeated each other, echo reading, is to help with phrasing and expression, because you're hearing me model it for you over and over, and you're kind of picking up on those cues each time you read it. You're practicing that. You're practicing what you heard. So out of those 3, when you're just wanting to read to your granddaughter, which do you think would be the goal? Accuracy, or speed, or phrasing and expression?
Accuracy.
Accuracy. Okay. All right. What do you think she would say if I asked her that question?
What was that other one?
The phrasing and expression.
Yeah,
That's,
phrasing.
To
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
when you're reading to a child, you want to make the book come alive.
Yes.
So it's important to incorporate that too. But you will.
Even if you make up a word.
Yeah. But I think accuracy is important too, because a lot of times as the child gets older, they're following along and they're making the connection to match the word with what they're hearing. So accuracy is important too.
Yeah.
So for the rest of this book, we'll practice the way that you want to for accuracy, and it happens to be your favorite technique.
Each guided, repeated, oral reading strategy will help improve your learner's reading speed, accuracy, phrasing, and expression. However, some strategies can be particularly effective in helping your learner, depending on her fluency goals. Reading to the tutor is especially helpful for improving accuracy. Duet reading is particularly effective in increasing speed. Echo reading works well for modeling appropriate phrasing and expression. It's important to practice each guided, repeated, oral reading strategy by having your learner read the passage out loud at least 3 times. Provide guidance for how to improve fluency by assisting your learner when needed and modeling accurate, well-paced reading with appropriate phrasing and expression. The goal is for your learner to read as fluently as she speaks. You've seen a tutor do quite a bit of talking when explaining a new strategy. During most lessons, you and your learner would be equally talkative.